Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Chem Discussion. Today I will discuss about Stille coupling. As I have said earlier that I will continue a series on palladium catalyzed CC coupling reactions. So this is my third video. So before watching this video you should watch previous two videos for more clarification. So let's start. The Stille coupling actually introduced by J.K. Stille in 1971. After that this reaction became very popular and nowadays it is widely used reactions in the academia. Although it possesses some disadvantage, we will talk about it. First we see what is the common formula of Stille coupling. Suppose this is R1X is one coupling partner and R2 this is another coupling partner. By using palladium as a catalyst we get R1 R2 as a coupled product, cross coupled product, and R3 SNX. These organo here the two coupling partners is one is alkyl halide or pseudo halide like substituents like substrate, and another one is organotene compound, and here it poses disadvantage because after the reaction completion it gives a tin containing byproduct that poses toxicity due to their low solubility and poor polarity, and that's why it is less used in pharmaceutical industry. Let's see how many substrate variant is possible. Let's see X. Here X may be bromine, iodine, triplet, acetate, chlorine, and this R1 may be acyl, alkynyl, aryl, allyl, benzyl, etc. And for R2 it may be also alkynyl, alkynyl, aryl, allyl, benzyl, etc. And here the R3 actually this R3 methyl or N-butyl. So this such a versatile substrate can be coupled by Stille reaction. So this is about Stille reaction. Now we will see what is the reaction mechanism. First, the PDL2 is active species where the oxidation state of palladium is 0. Now after oxidative addition with R1X it gives a square planar complex and the addition is cis because it is a polar molecule, so cis addition occurs and it is square planar complex and oxidation state is 2. And now transmetallation step occurs, and for the transmetallation step, here it has been proposed that a cyclic transmetallation associative process occurs, which can be like this. So it is a transition state and it has been proposed, actually the research is going on to find what is the actual species and how can we actually isolate it. So it has been proposed this is a cyclic associative transmetallation transition state, and by that way transmetallation occurs to give this intermediate, and here as a substrate, as a byproduct, the tertiary butyl tin halide is produced, and after reductive elimination it gives cross coupled product. So this is about the mechanism. First, oxidative addition occurs with organohalide or pseudohalide or organotriplet to give a square planar complex where cis addition occurs of organic halide and the oxidation state is 2. Now this is the transmetallation step where from the R2 group is transferred to palladium from tin by a cyclic associative transmetallation transition state to give this square planar tetracoordinated complex or intermediate, and then after reductive elimination it gives cross coupled product. Here one thing you have to consider that if this R1 possesses beta hydrogen, then in the step of reductive elimination there is a huge chance of beta hydride elimination instead of reductive elimination. So this R1 should not possess beta hydrogen, or to avoid the beta hydride elimination instead of reductive elimination. Now we will see few examples of Stille coupling. This is the first example where cyclohexene triplet substrate is coupled with a organotin compound. Here one thing you may notice that lithium chloride is used. So what is the role of lithium chloride here? Actually alkyl bromide or organohalide or alkyl halide or alkynyl halide, in case of that the iodide substrate is more reactive, but triplet, in case of triplet bromide we need oxidant, and here in presence of copper chloride or lithium chloride the reaction gets facilitated, so the yield after the reaction become more. So let's see what is the product here. The product is, it's very simple. like another cross coupling reaction. So this is the product. So the next example is, again this is also very simple. This is dibenzylidine acetone ligand here, sorry, dibenzylidine acetone ligand here. This is actually auxiliary ligand, which is arsenic phosphine. And in the presence of tetrahydrofuran, this is a solvent, the reaction occurs. What is the product? The product is again very simple. This is the product after Stille coupling. Now we will shift to our next example. In this example, you might notice that with palladium catalyst and lithium chloride additive, there is another thing present in the reaction condition, that is carbon monoxide. So in presence of carbon monoxide, in the coupling reaction, carbon monoxide gets inserted into it, and what will be the product? So the product will be again the carbon monoxide it inserted here to give their trimethyl silyl group. So here the carbon monoxide gets inserted. So now I will show you a very interesting example, and it is actually from a natural product chemistry. So let's see the gambirol synthesis. Actually the gambirol is an neurotoxin which contains 18 stereocenter, and it is a polycyclic ether, and that poses a cyclic a tri-in side chain, and this tri-in side chain actually synthesized successfully by Stille coupling, and here the copper chloride and lithium chloride is used to increase the reactivity of the substrate. So this is a very good example. So that's for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel, press the notification button. Thank you.